Okay, so I'm doing Cedils Adventures again. No guests this time, it's spur of the moment. Felt like I needed an upload. So this is easy. So, systems online, system check, CPU operating at 92.54% efficiency, removing charger plug, 100% battery, prox 1.24 years. It was now 4 in the morning. I wake up thinking today's the day that I go out to my ship. As I switch to my Fox hologram, I then go and see that Seiko was cooking some breakfast for me as well. He cooked up some eggs for him, and for me he just gave me a scrambled egg. Thank you. You're welcome, he says. Eggs are a great source of protein. As we both sat down at the table and ate the eggs, I said I was going for a jog in the morning. And I was. It was 5 a.m. and the school starts at 8 a.m. I planned to go to the ship at 7 at night. I went for a jog, finding the same bullies that kidnapped me, avoiding them. I saw that they didn't notice me and they started sprinting after me. As I had no time for this, I just sprinted away, going a 16 miles per hour pace, just wanting the bullies to screw off. As school finished, and it was 6:50 p.m., I left a note for Psycho. I had some business to do, and I would be back around midnight. As I drove and found my ship, I got out of the car. The door on the ship was opened. I soon said, "Who's there?" There was a wolf, a taller wolf. He was about 6'2", the average height of a Class BA Titan protogen. I figured out he wasn't a protogen, but he did say, "I'm just examining this. I found it and want to see what it is." "Why are you examining it?" I said. "Wait, are you beaming out a transmission?" He soon ran up to me, tackling me to the ground. "You tell anybody and you're a dead man." "Are you protogen?" Not are you a protogen, just are you protogen? "Guys, is he protogen? Comment below!" I asked. I turned off my hologram off, exposing that I was a protogen. He did the same. He was a protogen. Protogen Treadstone, name Cedil Fang. I told the other protogen. "You're class BA Titan. I'm my own class. Good for you. A little special snowflake boy." "I'm Protogen Ashton, name Ashton Titan." Ashton says, "The transmitter doesn't work. I've tried many times." "Go back into your hologram." "Guys, I'm staying here to study these species in their life. Want to join me?" "I'm contacting home base to get permission," I tell Ashton. "I will fix the transmitter. I'm a marksman, assassin, and communication specialist." "You're that protogen gone rogue, right?" Ashton asks. "Rogue?" I say. "More like living my own life. Well, until I was caught." As I fix the transmitter, "Base, this is Protogen Ashton and Treadstone reporting. We would like to stay on Earth to study the behavior of these species." "Permission granted," the base said. "You were always supposed to be studying there. Make sure to destroy this transmitter. You will build a new one. But don't die." Base out. "Grenade time," I say. "You were always obsessed with grenades," Ashton says. "Let's go, it's on a fuse," I tell Ashton. I saw his car was a stolen vehicle, so I just said, "Come in my car." "I'm not wanted." "You're not either, considering you were never caught. I got a nice home and a college that the Earth beings come to." "I'm in college too in this world. It's just my dorm. 4.12? That's weird. I never have gone there yet. They said I would have 2 other roommates." "Wait, that's my dorm," I said as a distant spacecraft exploded. As we made it back to the dorms, I introduced my new roommate, Ashton to Psycho. "Looks like you're the shortest one here, Cedil," Ashton says. "That's true. At least 4 inches from both of you," I respond. I felt so helpless. 4.12C parking spot is yours, Ashton. In case you do buy a car. Ashton and I had the same classes. What a coincidence! We definitely didn't hack the school system. Because we did, it was fun. Reminded me of the times when I was an assassin. I told Ashton. "If I'm bullied, let it happen. I don't want to show my sheer power against these beings. I don't want to get arrested. You shouldn't either. Don't start a bloody war. Not another one." As I cooked breakfast at 7 after my jog, I cooked what was a meal for my roommates, Ashton and Seiko. I cooked some bacon and eggs for them. Well, I just ate a bowl of rice and some leftover chicken I found in the fridge. I left in the note on the table saying I would go to school early and to enjoy the meal I prepared for them. These are like the nicest roommates, dude. You can tell this guy hasn't been to college. Like I'm assuming most people wouldn't do this. Like again, I could be wrong, From what I've heard from my parents, they, like, don't do that. As I continued to go to college, I got more popular from the bullies. They have been telling everyone about how his group and I got arrested. Well, me more in particular. They also told many people that I have a bullet wound in my side, which is true as well. Everyone kept questioning me and stopping me when I tried to go to classes. Here's kind of how the day went. What I'm thinking though is, what about that, like, one guy? Because there was a side plot where he was like, oh, that guy's kind of hot, and just poof, it's gone. Like, I wanted to see how that side plot would develop, but it's just gone now. And the bullies went from, like, 2 guys who had, like, personalities and stuff to just like a whole gang. There's like 30 of them or something. Okay, back to the story. As I walked to the college from my dorm, there was many people who avoided me. Some people just came up and asked, "What happened?" I gave no response and just continued to walk. It was okay until I walked up to science. After that class was finished, I was walking with Ashton to math. Chuck and Brad suddenly stopped us. "Who's this?" "Your boyfriend," Chuck asked me in a kinky... Okay, I like how I bring up the bullies and how they aren't showing up, and then, like, as soon as I bring that up, they just immediately appear in the story. That's funny. I quickly blush in embarrassment. "No, Chuck, he's a friend of mine. Ashton, one of my roommates." "So you're Chuck?" "Wrong, you're." Ashton talks directly to Chuck. "Yeah? Why?" Chuck says. "You got a problem with it." I'm thinking in my mind, please do not create any trouble. We don't need any. "Yeah," Ashton says, "I got a problem. You think you can stop anybody like Cedil here?" "Well, you can't, so back off." I blush in even more embarrassment. "Ashton, he's my friend," I tell Ashton. "Okay, we'll leave, but see you next passing period," Chuck says. As we start to walk away, Ashton bumps into Chuck, maybe not making him almost fall. So did he make him almost fall or not? That's weird. Chuck looked back in anger, but continued on his way. "Why did you do that?" I told asked. "That's a question, bro." "I have been bullied in high school. I have no intention of bullying you here." "Well, this is college." "I'm 19, you're Ashton." "How old are you?" Ashton responds, "I'm 22. I too am one of the younger proto-gens. It's why I'm in college here." Ashton was introduced to people I knew, like Kevin. That's all I know as of right now. He was cool. Ashton was a cool man. A cool partner. At PE, the activity was football. They don't have PE in college? That's not a thing, dude. I honestly knew nothing about it. Ashton downloaded files to know football plays and everything. He was interested in this. However, I wasn't. When we did do the football activities, the jocks were really good, considering that they did play the sport. Okay. Ashton was amazing as a tight end. It wasn't real football, but people still tackled others, mainly me and Ashton, the newcomers. I would give the occasional break on ground as I was tackled. As we moved on to history, the class where someone need to pay attention or report back to the base. Are they just going to all of them? Like, does he not have a major? Does this guy just not know how college works? Because again, in college, you don't have all the different classes. You have a major and like a minor, and maybe a few general education classes, but you don't have like all the classes. Okay, where was I? As we moved on to history, or the class where we need someone to pay attention or report back to the base, Ashton and I was sent to the office to fill out a few forms. It took the whole period. In the last period, English class, we had to review an online article about Shakespeare. When we eventually got out of English, the day was over. The football coach wanted a word with Ashton, wanting him to be the tight end on the Indiana Hoosiers, the college football team. In real life, this place is a university. What? Oh, guess that's like a real place. Okay. While Ashton was gone, Chuck, Brad, and the 2 bullies came up to me. Aren't Chuck and Brad also 2 bullies? That's 4 bullies. I assume they were all friends. "Whoa, not this again. Please." "Don't worry," the bully said. "I'm Saw, and he's..." But they have such dumb names like Saw. Blitz. Who names their kids that? "We're not after you," Blitz said. "We're after someone else. Ashton." I'm thinking, Ashton does not look like the guy who would get bullied. Please don't bully Ashton. I tell Blitz and Saw. You're right. You were right, Chuck, Saw said. This kid is gay. What? I say, Chuck, do you seriously think I'm gay? You kept hanging out with Ashton and your roommates with him. Chuck said, it's pretty safe to say that you're gay. I felt someone betrayed. He was my friend and he assumes I'm gay for hanging out with my friend. Saw and Blitz were slowly inching towards me. I assumed to attack me. I started to inch away, but they grabbed me. If you are a gay couple, Ashton will come for you. And when he does, I will be ready, Blitz says. Ashton comes out to see me, held by Blitz and Saw, with Chuck and Brad now behind him. Please, Ashton, I don't want to see blood spilled tonight. There will be blood spilled tonight. This is so edgy, dude. Oh, wow. Saw says as he brings out a pocket knife, stand down or your boyfriend will die. Whoa, that wasn't the deal, Brad and Chuck said to Saw. The thing about jocks, they can never make up their minds. What says this is wow. Saw takes my shirt off, exposing the bandage, soon putting his knife on my slur, slowly cutting it, not enough to do real damage, but enough to start bleeding. Ah! I scream out in agony as I get slit across my stomach through my black fur. Saw releases me as I fall to the ground. I grab my stomach, trying to stop most of the bleeding. They soon started to inch closer to Ashton. Cedil was never my boyfriend. Just a friend, but now that you harmed him, Ashton says before I cut him. Please, Ashton, don't! Ashton approaches me, seeing if I was okay, as Blitz and Saw walk away. Brad and Chuck calling 911. I'm sorry, Cedil. I didn't know that Saw and Blitz would get this violent. Aren't they like the bullies though? Why would they care? Why are they nice? Now, like just randomly. Well, you learned your lesson and you called emergency services. I said, so it's okay. As I tried to get up, Ashton says, you need to stay. You need to sit down. I soon passed out, probably of the blood loss. From the blood loss. That's the thing. Next thing I know, I wake up in the ambulance, looking at the ambulance paramedics in the back treating me. We arrived at the hospital, people staring at me. Ashton by my side. As Ashton waited outside, they gave me some gas, which made me immediately pass out. I woke up again with a huge pain in my stomach. Ashton by my side. Cedil, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I survived way worse than this. Like getting shot in the side, I said. Yeah, this is still worse, Ashton told me. We have to build a communication device. Don't mess with Saw and Blitz, I tell Ashton. I'm forced to rest here for a couple weeks. Have a nice long month without me. System check, blood loss 2%, blood gain 1%, CPU operating at 100% efficiency. Dude, you're not gonna pass out from like 2% blood loss. This chapter, it's decent. I don't get how like him and Ashton became like super best bros in like a week. That's one thing I think is a bit weird. How they just immediately became friends. But like again, blood loss 2%, blood gain. Why not just say blood loss 1%? Like, are they shooting blood into his arm or something? Whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a decent time. Again, I'm just doing this because I need like a fast upload that I can put out. So I don't know. Thanks for watching.